Hey everybody, Andrew here. Today I'm talking about brand loyalty when it comes to fishing tackle. I'm going to try to not make this video super long, but no guarantees. Recently I have honed in on two brands. One is Zman, not a sponsor, and the other is MirrOlure, also not a sponsor. The problem when I kind of first started fishing was I did the subscription boxes, and with that you just get a bunch of stuff that's totally disorganized and not really geared in one direction, not even two directions. You just get a ton of stuff, which eventually with me it wound up being a lot of the same things but different brands, and that to me was annoying, and that's why I stopped doing those subscription services. But with the two brands that I focused in on, I'm really able to get to be familiar with my tackle and know which situations I would throw certain tackle. There's many different factors for throwing tackle. Water clarity, water temperature, are they spawning, what's the weather outside, the moon, is it thundering like it is right now, is it windy, is the current moving, there's just a lot of different factors, so you need a bunch of different tackle. But having just a few brands lets you really focus in on what you're throwing and knowing what you're throwing. So having Z-Man, they've got a lot of great products, and this is my jig head box, and I've got trout eye hooks, red eye hooks, and Texas eye hooks. The Texas eye hooks are going to give me great action because the hook is on not a swivel, but in addition to the bait that I'm going to put on there, the hook swivels, so it's going to create a lot of action. And then the redfish eye, it's going to be for my bigger baits, and then the trout eye is going to be for the smaller baits because the hooks are smaller. And knowing that, you get to be familiar with your tackle to really know what you're throwing. I've got old tackle that I don't know what it is. And I could weigh it and I can measure it, but if you don't know what it is, you're not going to throw it, and then it's a waste. So that's the unfortunate thing. And packaging, it gets wet, it falls apart. You can't always keep it in the package. So having the planos with a label maker lets you really know what you have. So Z-Man jig eyes. I made a video about this. This is my Ned Rig box. And I've got a bunch of finesse hooks and then different weights, and I've got different colors in here. I know that if I open it up, I can pull out a Laguna shrimp, a hot snakes, a pearl, a mood ring, and that helps me determine what to throw based on water clarity, current, stuff like that. Keeping in the Z-Man direction, this is a deep 3700 plano, and in here I have a bunch of soft plastics, and I've got trout tricks, I've got diesel minnows, which are paddle tails, I've got jerk shads, which are shads, and I've got different colors and different sizes, different lengths. And I know that if I'm fishing with a trout trick and if I'm fishing with a bad shad, I know, and I'm not getting any bites, I could switch it up to like a root beer and chartreuse and try and get a bite on that. Or if I'm fishing with a paddle tail or diesel minnows, and I could try a purple demon. So sometimes it's the color, sometimes it's the style, but whatever it is, I know that I can switch it up pretty easily and know exactly what I'm throwing. Do I need a DOA shad, a Zoom shad, and a Z-Man shad? I have them. I have all three. But why do I need to bring three of the same bait but a different brand? It just takes up space, and then I'm carrying more on the water. It's weighing me down. It's just confusing me. So having the same brand with more colors of the same brand, I can really zero in on what I want to throw. These are 7-inch jerk shads. These are mag swimmers. This is going to target tarpon. This is going to target bigger snook. This is going to target trout. It's called trout trick. And redfish will eat anything. Same with trout. You know, just being focused to certain baits will help hone in on what I'm targeting. Earlier in the year, I said I wanted to focus on topwater and stuff and hard baits because I primarily fished with soft plastics and shrimp. I don't fish with shrimp anymore, so I've added topwater in. So in this box I've got minis, and so MirrOlure has been around for 50 years, and they are like the saltwater specialist when it comes to hard baits. I've got minis, 17s, 18s, and 27s. The minis are small. The 17s are a little bit bigger. I think they're closer to 3 inches. The 27s are even bigger. They're like 3 3/4 inch, I believe. They're going to be a search bait. If I need to cast it far, I'm going to throw a 27. If I'm not casting it that far, I'm going to throw a 17. But the 17s are going to be for when you know where the fish are. You've located them. That's what you're going to throw. But let's say you want to throw a 17 further. I've got the 18s. The 18 MR is the weight of the 27, but the length of the 17. I've been studying. That was a mouthful. So just knowing your baits, having one brand lets you really focus, know what you're throwing, knowing what you have. And then in my other box, I've got some topwater. I've got Top Dog Junior, 51 MRs, which I got to get, 52 MRs, which are going to be deep divers, and then Papa Mullets, which are going to stay on the top. It's going to create a lot of surface disturbance, which is for clear water, calm water, because where you want to create disturbance, you want to get noticed. If it's rough, then that's not going to get noticed. Then you want to go underneath, and you want action. You want high frequency. That's going to make a sound. That's where the 84, 85, 94, 74 MRs come in. I told you I've been studying. So in the essence of time and not trying to make this video go on and on and on, hopefully you're still watching, focusing on a couple of brands really allows you to get familiar with the brands, gets familiar with what you're carrying, so that you know what to throw, when to throw, where to throw, how to throw. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that red subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section below. Stay tuned for more videos. Tight lines, see you out on the water.